back with another Silk is Completely Cracked video, and this time her in the Battlegrounds Gladiator Circuit metas. And this one, we'll just start off with this Wong here. This was from a friendly from a stream I did last week. And yeah, this is from the first circuit meta of this season. I have fights from both metas, but this one is from the first one. I don't even remember what the nodes were, but I do know that the fight goes extremely fast, and it's just honestly, oh, it's Staggering Beauty, that's what it is. But I just remember that the fights go extremely fast, and they're incredibly stupid to watch, and you can just watch this Wong get absolutely annihilated, and it's really, really fun and interesting. And just like that, we throw the SP2 here with the two Furies, and it's gonna do enough to kill him quite a bit. So there goes that 7-star Wong in a total of 27 seconds. Pretty nice. So next up we have this Thing, and this is actually my first time taking Thing with Silk, so I figured the game plan was just try to keep the slow on him and keep him in the corners as much as possible. That was just what I assumed I needed to do. I don't know why I decided to finish with a 4th light attack there instead of a heavy. My brain was just like, I don't even know. But either way, we're just going to get him in the corner, and he's slowed, so he can't go unstoppable, obviously. And we're just going to throw this SP2 with the 2 Furies and a good bit of physical vulnerabilities, and it brings him all the way down to 28%. He has a lot of physical resistance with his rock stacks, but the physical vulnerabilities cover a lot of that. So now we're just trying to kill him with our second SP2, and this is from the Hazard Shift meta, as you can see, which Silk is perfect for, because for each decay attacker, the more debuffs you have, well, let me put it this way, for each debuff you have, you ignore 35% of damaging effects, ignore the damage from ignore 35% of the damage from damaging effects is what I'm trying to say for each debuff. And Silk places a debuff on every hit, so she's literally like the best possible attacker this meta just because of the access to debuffs being that stupid easy. And yeah, she just took Thing quite easily just like that. And so now we have the newly buffed Iron Man here, who I didn't even realize until this fight how tanky he was. This fight's actually going to be kind of long, I did not realize how tanky this dude is. So I'm going to start with an SP1 here, because I'm assuming that I can get to an SP2 and kill right after that, but you're going to see that his armors are actually incredibly beefy, and if I remember correctly, he has crit resist for each one of them, so we're barely ever critting. Like, our light attacks are not even doing 300 damage. Like, the tankiness of this dude is crazy, which, again, I didn't even realize until now. So, we dex this SP2, and now we're just going to do our SP2 with the Relic to gain a Fury, and we're going to try to stack as many physical vulnerabilities as we can, and we do get a good bit of them, and then we have our 2 Furies, and just look at the SP2, it does like no damage. It's crazy how tanky this guy is. It's honestly really cool, and I just pulled him today from a Nexus Crystal, so I'll be excited to rank him up to experience that tankiness for myself. I just realized that apparently the timer was bugged in this fight, and I couldn't actually see how long the fight was going. But this fight's going to end right here, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, we have the hero reversal too from Silk's Awakened ability that helped a lot. 81 seconds, enough to win the round. I'll take it. Next up is Sauron, this 7-star duped Sauron here, and we're just going to tarnish him with our Silk. Let's just see what meta this is. I don't remember. It might be Hazard Shift, but we're gonna find out together. It's Hazard Shift. Cool. So yeah, we take barely any damage from these shocks, and that's pretty great because we just have so many debuffs. So we're just going to try to get this Sauron down with a regular rotation. The only annoying thing about this fight is that he's immune to heal reversal, so his regen is actually kind of a problem. But it's not a massive problem. He's just going to regen a lot of damage if my SP2 crits. Like, you can see he's regenning 5k per tick with that regen because I crit on my SP2. But it's not that big a deal. We're not going to take too much longer to kill him. So we're just going to get him in the corner again and then kill him with an SP1, I believe. We evade his SP2 just like that. Her auto evade is so great. I love it. And then we just need 1 Fury, and this SP1 does the job. Yeah, the burst damage at the end did it. 54 seconds, Sauron takedown. Next up is a CGR. I don't know why I have a video against the CGR, but someone placed the CGR for some reason, so I figured I might as well record it because, you know, it's still a fight to go in the showcase, so why not? And yeah, pretty easy fight. I just have to remember to only bait one of each special, or just don't let him throw a heavy attack, which I just did. So now we have to make sure that he doesn't throw both a special 1 and a special 2, or else I'm going to get the damnation on me, which we do not want. So we can only bait SP2s from now, but he's gonna die so quick anyway, it's not going to be that big a deal. And we're just going to try to stack some physical vulnerabilities with the heavy attack into a relic, and then we have the double fury SP2 right here. And will it do the trick to kill him? I don't remember. It does not, but he's only at 5%, and then we can just auto evade this special 2 if we ever need it, which we didn't. So we're just going to kill him with this heavy attack right there, and then that fight is down. Next up, we have an MCoC, and this MCoC I remember is from the Staggering Beauty meta. So it is a rank 5 MCoC, one of the beefiest MCoCs around, and we're just going to try to kill him as fast as possible. He's got 250,000 health, so it is going to be a little hard to kill him in 1 SP2. I'm pretty sure we can't do it, but we can still kill him with like an SP1 right after, so it's not going to be that big a deal. And yeah, we're just going to try to stack as many physical vulnerabilities as possible. We're actually going to go for an SP1 first, because I know 1 SP2 isn't going to do the job, and I know I need to do 1 SP1 and 1 SP2, so I just got the SP1 done early since I had a bunch of physical vulnerabilities ready. And I'm not very good at evading MCoC special attacks, but I did get a nice evade from Silk's evade mechanic right there, so that's nice. And now we're just trying to build up our physical vulnerabilities to get a nice big SP2. We have 6 with a Fury, and now we're going to have 12 with 2 Furies, and then we throw the SP2, and it just barely doesn't do the job, so now we have to waste a little bit more time. And we're just going to block the SP1 just to mitigate the chance of me misdexing it. But it didn't matter because we won the round, so the block damage didn't matter that much. But now we have another MCoC, but this time a big ascended one. And this is actually an ascended rank 4, so it is tankier than the rank 5, but it's not as tanky as a rank 5 ascended. So this one is from the hazard shift meta, meaning, again, another showcase of Silk being cracked for this meta, just because of the fact that you place so many debuffs, so damaging effects just barely tickle her. And yeah, we are just going to do a massive SP2. This guy, it seems to be running inequity, just because my hits feel like they're hitting much less harder than they normally would be. And inequity does definitely help with this hazard shift meta, your hazard shift defenders, because of the fact that we have so many debuffs on ourselves, so it definitely helps mitigate the damage they'd be taking. And yeah, this fight's gonna last a little while, but it is what it is. We also have to deal with the concussion on ourselves, which I didn't even think about until I got into the fight. Because of hazard shift placing a debuff on me, it means that he is going to place debuffs automatically, which is annoying, but not that big a deal. It's just going to make the fight last a little longer, and it makes me have to be a bit more careful about how I am approaching the fight. And we're just going to go into the relic, and then go straight into the SP2 right here, and then it's probably not going to kill him, but it's going to get him pretty close to death. 4%, we're just going to bait a heavy attack, go in, and then throw our heavy attack, or just let the hero reversal kill him. And that did the trick. So I have one more fight, and it's against a Nimrod. This isn't a very good matchup for Silk, but just like basically anything this meta, she still is a really good option just because of the tankiness from the amount of debuffs you have. And yeah, I just realized how many like tanky defenders we took in this video. It is quite impressive on Silk's part. So we are just going to be chipping him down. I'm not sure what's better in this fight, trying to throw my special attack in the Blitz protocol or the Titan protocol. One obviously places a power drain on me, and the other a cowardice. I'm not really sure which is better for Silk this fight, but I ended up doing the cowardice. I really don't know which is better, but that's just the one I went for. It does definitely help a little bit because it makes my basic attacks not be mitigated, and the fact that what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is like my basic attacks hit just the same, and then the power drain's not there to make me get to a special 2 slower, so it's not really that big a deal. that we have the cowardice on ourselves just because our basic attacks hit pretty hard. And we're going to go for another SP2 here with another cowardice, so it's definitely not going to do that much damage. But we're almost ready to kill him. We have the relic ready. If we had the relic ready before, he would have died on that SP2, but we were just a little bit off our spirit gauge. But the relic is just going to do the trick just like that. We finished a full yellow bar and was enough to win the round. So perfect fight pretty much, and I hope you enjoyed this silk showcase, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.